Okay, so now we're going to look at how current mastery is assessed using the EML potential test. As you saw, the EML potential test is quite long, and hopefully you'll see the impact of the test you've taken. It does measure mastery, and it does measure your potential. So we'll use the results in the next two sections. Bear in mind also that the EML potential report that you've received is personal. It's just for you. The results are based on your results and what you put into the system. The results are also very confidential. You're the only person that can access these results. You may, of course, share them with somebody, but you're the only person that will receive them from EML. How it works is very simple. We have 47 competencies. So 47 competencies. Each of these have 5 descriptors or 5 behaviors associated with them. So that gives us 235 different behaviors that we can see on the job associated with the different competencies. For each of these 235, we asked you, well, is it something you do frequently? Well, you could answer. You were asked to answer that on a scale of 1 to 4. I don't do it a lot, or I do it quite frequently. We asked you for each of these 235, is it something that you do easily on the job? Well, 1 would be it's hard to do, and 4 would be something you do very easily on the job. And lastly, we said, well, are you motivated to develop this behavior on the job? 1, not really. 4, again, yeah, I'm really motivated to develop this behavior. Well, what we did is we took your results and we combined them, the 5 behaviors for each competency, and we tried to calculate your mastery. Now, to analyze current mastery, we're not going to use all the 3 measures that you use. In fact, we're going to focus only on 2. We're going to focus on ease and frequency. These are the 2 factors for us that determine your current mastery. So in this case, for example, you've got a competency overall that merits, let's say, a level 3 based on the 5 descriptors, and a frequency level of 2. We'll simply just combine these. We'll cross these factors in ease and frequency in a table. So here we've got frequency that's level 2, ease that's level 3. So that tells us that basically you're at a, let's call it an acceptable level, and you can easily move into a satisfactory level by increasing your frequency of use or making it a little bit easier to do. And you move into a higher level of mastery. These mastery levels are indicated in a table by level, by mastery level. It starts on page 17 of your guide. Basically what we've done is we've listed each competency in a given table. Again, there'll be 4 tables. And we've placed a percentage of mastery as well. So you can see, obviously, for example, here results-oriented is very high on your acceptable level, meaning they can probably be pushed into the satisfactory level pretty quickly. Other ones are a little bit lower on the table. Your current degree of mastery is also indicated on page 15, where you've got a column by competency for each of the competencies here. You can see the level that's required. Here, which is our goals, and your current level of mastery, which is here, which is determined by the EML potential test. Lastly, let's look at your potential mastery, where you can go if you work hard at it in the next year to come. As we said, we've already spoken about current mastery. Your development potential is essentially your energy that you want to allocate, or you can allocate to developing any given competency. What we've done here is we've combined your motivation to develop with your ease of use. And we come up with a percentage of, let's call it your development potential. It's your capacity to advance your mastery for each of these 47 competencies. Well, all we did basically is we calculated your potential using this desire, this motivation to develop. We took your current mastery, which we've already calculated, and we moved you forward based on this development potential. The higher the development potential, the further you can push yourself forward in your development. Now the question, as we said before, was, well, am I pushing myself closer to my goal? Am I going to go beyond my goal? What's time well invested? In any case, the guide will tell you what your potential mastery is. It's provided in the report. So as you can see, it's the last element of our pyramid, and you can see in the report what the potential mastery is for each of the competencies if you work hard at developing them. And again, back on page 15, we see right away, well, look, this is where you can get to if you work hard at developing yourself. We've already created our goals through the card sort, and now we can easily see that, well, look, I can get to a high level, for example here with presentation making, and that's my goal. So it looks like we're starting to hone in on what we want to do. Lastly, how do we choose the competencies we want to develop? If you have no particular goals in mind and you haven't gone through a card sort and you're really just kind of very open in your development for the moment, well, it's very simple. Simply compare where you are today with your potential and try to invest your time and effort where it pays off the most. And here we see that with time management, the gap here, this distance is probably the highest across the four. So we're looking at calculating what's the delta here between these two items. So here we'd want to allocate our time and effort where we can make the most of it. Now, the EML Potential Assessment provides you with the top 5. So these are the top 5 where that delta is the highest, and where you can get the most, let's call it, bang for your buck, where you can get the most movement forward from any amount of effort. What if you've got some goals? What if you've sat down and you've defined some goals? Well, again, this is pretty basic. We've gone through the exercise already. We've identified our goals. We know where we are today. We know where we can get if we put some effort, and we know what we want, which is over here. Well, if we go through these, it's pretty basic. Our goal is a level of 3, where we've already hit it. Here we want a level of 2. We're already beyond that, so we're good. Here we want a level 2. We can see we're already at a level of 2 over here. Pardon me, that's the mastery. Here we're already at a level of 2. Here we're at a level of 3 already. Here we want to get a level of 4. We're currently at a level of 3, and with some effort we'll probably be at a higher level of 3. So we're not going to quite get to the 4 level, but it's a long-term goal. And here, if I invest my time in presentation making, I want to get to a level 4. Where am I today? I'm currently, let's say, at a level 3, but I can get to this goal if I invest some time. So if I were to choose already, I would say that an obvious target for development is right here. It's going to be presentation making. It may be a short-run goal. It's something we may be able to achieve. And I may want to throw social awareness and tact into my development basket. Of course, this is just the first few competencies. Got 6 of 47. We want to do the analysis for all of them. So to conclude, everybody needs to invest time in developing themselves every day. The question is, where do you invest this time? You want to make sure you invest it wisely. Focusing your energy and resources, which are rare, on 3 to 4 competencies is probably your best bet. And I hope that this short presentation has helped you better understand, well, where do you want to focus that energy based on where you are today, what you need to become, and how far you can actually develop yourself in the year to come. Thanks, and I hope you've enjoyed listening.